Hello and welcome to my September plan with me. I know I gave a little bit of a spoiler in the last video, and here is the video for you to see what I did to my bullet journal, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a little intensive with the yarn design. In order to begin drawing a ball of yarn, you start with a circle, and that's obvious, and then you start giving it some lines to kind of indicate which direction your yarn threads are going to go. After you do the lines that create the direction of the threads that you'd like them to go, add a little hump on the exterior of the circle where these lines kind of come out. That way, give the illusion that they're wrapping to the other side of the ball that you can't see. Next, you're gonna create these little lines along each of the fat threads that you've now created to start to show where the yarn is twisting. Now, it might look a little messy, but once you start to ink the different strands of yarn, it'll start to take better shape for you. Pretend you're making little thin clouds all along, so just connecting with humps from each line that you made within each strand. Before you start drawing the cloud humps on the interior lines, I recommend that you give the entire ball of yarn and the extending strand a wash of color, whatever color you choose. I chose purple because it's my favorite color, and then go back to creating those cloud humps on each of the strands, remembering to leave some of them without the cloud humps so that they appear to be behind other strands. The final touch to making the yarn look as yarny as possible would be to add these little hash marks to kind of create more detail to each twist of the strands, and you'll see that it really gives more depth. Because September started on a Friday, I really wanted to squeeze that Friday, Saturday, Sunday onto the same page with the full first week of September. So here I'm measuring out the halfway point of my page so that I can fit the last couple days on the end there. For the second full week, I chose to leave the first day of the week larger than the rest because it's my birthday and I'm going to want to journal more on this day, write down what took place, write down my feelings, and potentially include any small photos or ephemera that I can stick in from that day. If it wasn't clear by now, my latest obsession is fiber arts, as in crochet. So here I'm drawing in a crochet hook with a handle of my with the color of my choosing, and I'll be looping in a thread of yarn in the drawing so that it gives a little more movement than just a random stick. The last doodle I'm going to do for the month of September in this video is a patch of crochet stitches, which the way I decided to kind of encapsulate that without having to draw out each and every little detail of a stitch is to do these little, you could almost call them tiny hearts that kind of give the illusion of stitches when they're all grouped together, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. Wash of color. The color for this month was pretty much just purple and gold because of the stickers, and you'll see how it turns out here. Feel free to comment down below if there are other notions or motifs that you think I should add, or that you would add if you were doing a bullet journal that was fiber arts themed. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I thought I had everything under control as far as timing and spacing out my projects and giving myself plenty of time, but as usual, life throws a curveball. On the day this video is coming out, we're gonna have to take one of our girls in for a procedure. Hopefully everything goes well, and I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you so much, and have a good night.